What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm watching CNAT. I liked PLX more yesterday. Now it kind of dropped down a decent amount, and so I liked it more. I liked PLX more yesterday. Let me see. Yeah, see, it dropped down some. Yesterday it was gapping up in after hours to about right here, 83 cents, 84 cents. Now it's dropped down to 78, which is a substantial drop for a cheap stock like this, and so I'll watch it, but it's not my favorite one right now. BIOA, not a ton of volume. So I am watching LLNW. It's gapping up nicely, sitting right at that $5 area now. CRBP. This one's having some little flag patterns, as you can see. May look better on the 1-minute chart. And it's pushing up nicely right under the highs now at 885. ADHD is heading up towards those highs as well. It's at 169. Those highs are at 178. And so we'll see if this one can keep pushing. I'm watching ONCS, but it's not my favorite one just because it gave up most of that big push it made. It's down to 140, so not my favorite one. I'm watching VKTX. I like this one. It's gapping up some in after hours, about 12 cents, but it's right under that high of yesterday, right before the close at 288. And so I'll watch VKTX for sure. And then there's PSTI. It's gapping up as well at 188 now. That high's at 191. So that one's moving a little bit as well. You know, okay volume. Not bad, not great, but okay. And then CNAT. It's at 5.4 now. High's at 5.7. Gonna be watching that one. BLFS. Gapping up a little bit over the whole dollar now at 704. Want to see if it can push up and break that 715 mark. Volume's okay, not great, not bad, so we'll see. DWT, a little bit more expensive of a stock, but watching it regardless just because I had some better luck with the more expensive ones yesterday, and so maybe I'll consider playing these more expensive ones a little bit later. And then there is CREE. I made some money with this one yesterday. It had a really big push. See a really nice push. It may wash out sometime soon, so I'm going to be really careful with it, but I'm watching it nevertheless. And that's it. That's my watch list. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Team Blue. Good morning, Dave. Alright, so Dave, you're watching FNF. Yeah, it's sitting right over that whole dollar now. This one just doesn't have a huge range, but I mean it still could run. A little bit more expensive though. I do like this one. WPRT. Sometimes when these stocks gap up a really small amount, they run big in the morning just because they're not as overextended as some of the other ones. So I'll watch WPRT too. See if this one tries to fill some of this gap. It's a little too expensive for me. What's up, Jake? And UGAZ. Yeah, we'll see what UGAZ does as well. Decent volume for an expensive stock especially, so we'll see what it does. Here, it's okay, Sandra. Look, I'm going to write it out now. This is my list from yesterday. There's LLNW. Here, I'm going to put it in the chat, Sandra, so don't worry about it. I am going here. I'll put it in the chat right now, actually. All right, so I'm about to put it in the chat now. Okay, and I'll write it on the screen too, but LLNW, CRBP, ADHD, WPRT. What else am I watching? What's up, Troy? ONCS, VKTX, PSTI, CNAT, BLFS, DWT, PLX, ECYT. Although I don't like ECYT as much as I did yesterday. So that's my list for today. I might be missing a few, but that's mainly what I'm watching. What's up, Black Monday? What's up, dude? My main goal for today, guys, is to not trade like I did yesterday during the open. And if I do poorly at the open today, I really am at a crossroads, because yesterday I did horrible in the first hour of the day. I did much better towards the end of the day, and I also did much better with the stocks that were over $20. And so if that happens again today, I might start focusing on the more expensive stocks. I've had good luck with the open for the most part in the last few months, but the stock market's always changing. And so while it might have been good to trade the open the last few months, it might be changing. I hope it's not. I like trading the open, but we'll see what happens. I have to pick out what works for me, and yesterday what worked was the more expensive stocks. And so if that's what I got to do, that's what I got to do, you know. CX, Dave. So this one only has a range of about 23 cents in the last day. So not a huge range. Let's look at the daily. Maybe you see something on that. Yeah, it could bounce easily off of 8 and push up. I could see that. We'll see. Volume picked up too. So lots of volume. We'll see what this one does. Oh yeah, VERI. I forgot about that one. That's the one I made the most money on yesterday. I made like $17 on this one. The first trade was just a bad trade by me looking back on it. And I was definitely revenge trading at this point, but it did end up working out. I got in, I think I got in here. I'll have to go back and check. I know I got in somewhere around here and wrote it up for this big push. Yeah, this is where I got in. I was looking at the minute chart when I got in, but I got in here. And I knew it would keep pushing too. You know, you see a chart like this, you just have a feeling it's going to continue to push up. But I got in here and wrote it up and sold here. Maybe I got in here, wrote it up. Yeah, I got in here right when it broke this previous high at 35, wrote it up to 36, waited for it to come back down to 34, got back in here, wrote it up to 35 again. And so I made $17 on that trade yesterday. But this one's been moving so crazy these last few months. You can see the daily. So the pattern lately has been one big spike and then a few washout days. And so be careful. You can see it here. Big spike here, washout. Spike here, washout. Spike here. Let's see if it washes out. CCIH, Troy. I do like this one. It's not, I mean, it's not moving that much in after hours, but I like the stocks that pick up volume towards the end of the day and close around the high. And this one closed right around that high. And so we'll see what it does. It could run. You never know. I'm going to add this to my backlist. CCIH. hopefully we get some better volume in the market. Yesterday it kind of slowed down after the open, so we'll see what happens. Sandra, so I swing trade sometimes. Never on UStock. Usually on I swing trade on Robinhood. But I do sometimes. I've had good success with it for the most part. I only do it maybe once a week. I don't do it very often at all. Just because I have to see a setup I really, really like. And you know, I can't get out. It's a little bit more risky just because I can't exit in after hours or pre-market on Robinhood, and so, you know, I got to be a little bit more careful with it. So I'm much more selective with my swing trades, but I've had decent success with it. So we'll see. I want to see what ADHD does here. I'm looking for it to test this. Also watching CRBP. See if we can break this. See if we can break that $9 point. Watching VKTX, see if it can break 288. And watching this one, see if we can break this 515 point. We'll see. Yeah, I do have DWT on my other monitor, Troy. I like it. There goes ADHD. I do like this one. We'll see if we can hold and at least stay over this 2331 point. It's dropping, and so we'll see. But it's moving up nicely. Let's see, it closed at 22.26, so it's up $1 so far in after hours in pre-market. And so we'll see what this one will do. ADHD push it up as well. What's up? What's up, LB? Man, it's too early. My daughter woke me up way too early this morning. Okay, so ADHD's testing that pre-market and after hours high of 178. It's at 177 now. Volume's really good on this one. Up to 179. Okay, so ADHD just broke that pre-market after hours high. It's at 179 now. Okay. Just had to clean out. Yeah, ADHD, man. Troy, check out ADHD. It's pushing up nicely. It broke over that after hours pre-market high. It's up to 180 now. It looks like it's holding it as support in pre-market. So we'll see what it does here. Pushing up nicely. Also watching PSTI. Not a huge gap up, but it's gapping up a little bit. And so we'll see what this one does, about 14 cents. And so we'll see what this one does tomorrow. Or we'll see what this one does at the open, I'm sorry. Its high is 191, so going to be watching that point. Also watching BLFS, although it doesn't have the most volume. It's sitting right at $7 now, so we'll see if it can hold 7, push up, break this 715 point. So ADHD up to 187. Yeah, Troy, the market opens up here at like 8:30, and so my kids go to school at about 7:40, and so I'll probably wake up at like 7 o'clock to get them, like, to help my wife get them ready and to get stuff ready for like my trading day. But my daughter got up at 6:20 this morning and just kind of walked around the house, and she said she was trying to find leggings, and woke my son up, who's 3, woke my 3-year-old son up, and so then he was crying at 6:30, and so I had to deal with it. And so my daughter has a phone, and she's 9 years old, and so I had to take her phone away. I think she was upstairs playing on her phone because she knows if I'm up, I'm not going to let her play games on her phone in the morning. So that was the problem. Yeah, LB, the same thing happened to you, man. Man, I told my daughter she better not wake up until her alarm goes off. No getting up early. That's not allowed anymore, And so hopefully she won't do it again. I told her I need my sleep. I told her if I don't get my sleep, I'm going to be grumpy. And so if you don't want me to be grumpy, you got to let me sleep until at least 7 o'clock in the morning, I'll be right back, guys. It is an iPhone 8 LB. It doesn't have service on it, though. So we got her a phone for Christmas last year, but it has no service on it. She just has the phone to play games on, watch kids' YouTube and stuff. And so that's the only thing she uses it for. She's trying to get us to get her service on it. I told her she wasn't getting service on it until she's at least 12, because she just doesn't need service until she's 12, Probably older than that even, maybe 13, but she's all mad about it. But I'm not buying her service until she's that old. She doesn't need it. But yeah, I only have a Galaxy S7 phone, and so my daughter actually has a nicer phone than I do. at 9 years old, and the phone doesn't even work for service. Like, she can't call or text anybody on it. All she can do is play games and use the internet. And so my daughter has a better phone than me at 9 years old. Alright, gonna be watching ADHD to see if it flags here. Pushes back up, breaks this 188 point. Watching BLFS, see what it does. See what CRBP does here. First thing I look for usually is the pre-market high break, obviously. And so we'll see if that happens with any of these. WPRT got bumped back down a little bit. I liked it better when it was up here, but we'll see what this one does, see if it makes a run. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, it could run. It has a little bit of room until 4. We'll see if it pushes up. Might find a little bit of resistance here at 260. Wait a minute, where's it at? It's at 260s now. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, it's getting hit on those resistance right here, but we'll see. ADHD dropping back down to 179. Team Blue, if you got one at 12, you were lucky, man. You know, I'm almost 30. I'm 29. I got a phone when I think I was 17 when I got my first phone, maybe 16. And back then, all you had was like flip phones. You didn't have smartphones. All you had was flip phones. And so I went through most of my adolescent and teenage years without a phone. And so she wants one when she's 8 or 9, and that's just not happening. I mean, she has a phone, but she doesn't have service on it. She wants service when she's 8 or 9. I told her she has zero use for service, because the only reason you need service is to use it if she's by herself, and that's never happening for an 8-year-old, and so, you know, she doesn't need it. ADHD getting bumped all the way back down below that pre-market high. It's at 177 now. We'll see what it does. Watching BLFS as well. See if it can hold over 7, push back up. Watching PSTI. It's at 187 now. We'll see if it can break this 191 point. Watching LLNW. Sitting right at $5 now. Right, Jake. I remember the Razors. Everybody wanted one, man. You know. The Razor was a cool looking phone though, dude. I like that phone. I don't think I ever had one though. I had like the old school Nokia with Snake on it. It had like that Snake game on it, and then I had a bunch of phones once I finally got one. Right, Sandra. That's what I tell my daughter. I'm like, look, you know, I didn't have an iPad or an iPhone or a smartphone or anything, you know. When I was a kid, I had dial-up internet, you know. ADHD kind of flagging here. It's at 181. See if we can reach that high now of 188. Gonna make that. Just make another line right here. See if it pushes up, breaks that 188 point. I want it to hold support over this pre-market high now. See if it holds support there. So CRBP starting to push up. It's at 875. See if it can test that $9 point at the open. Watching ADHD to see if it finds support where that pre-market high used to be, right here, 178. We'll see what it does right here. Really curious to see if it holds. Let's see. Watching DWT, but it's an ETF, which makes me like it a little bit less, but we'll see what it does. I think I still could trade it if I wanted to on UStock. Yeah, there's an ETN. Yeah, I could still trade it if I want to. I don't know if I will though. Watching CNAT, SCNAT. It's at 546. I want to see it push over that $0.50 and hold. BLFS. It's at 704. Watching ONCS, but I don't like it as much just because it gave up a lot of these gains, but we'll watch it and see if it pushes up a little bit more with ONCS. I'm trying to figure out another one I want to put on my left monitor. I guess I could put CNAT or PSTI. What do y'all like better, PSTI or CNAT? PSTI, CNAT. I guess I like CNAT better, but we'll see what, I'll watch PSTI on my other monitor. There's also VKTX. I did have this one up, but it dropped, and so it's not my favorite one right now. So we got, here's my list if you missed it or didn't see it in the chat. LLNW gapping up a little bit more. It's at 508 now. Its after hours and pre-market highs 515, so we'll see what that one does. Y'all like CNAT better? Okay. Good, good. DGAZ is rising. Yeah, Troy, I hung out outside as well. I'm actually from Louisiana. I'm not from Texas, and so yeah, I hung out outside a lot. I'm almost 30, and so that's all you had to do when you were younger, when I was younger. DGAZ. Yeah, I do like it that it's pushing up. It could possibly test that high. It's 2703. We'll see if it can get over it. Alright, so y'all like CNAT better. Okay. PSTI. So you like PSTI better, Troy. Yeah. I don't know. I'll watch both of them. So I have on this monitor I have LL, NW, CRBP, ADHD, CNAT, and on this one I have PSTI, VKTX, BLFS, DWT, WPRT, and CREE. You're 23, Troy, so you're still young, man. I turned 30 in like 5 or 6 months, and so definitely not looking forward to being 30. I still look like I'm 12 years old though, so it's okay. I look really young, so. All right, so we'll see what CRBP does. See if it breaks over 9. Watching NNLW. See if it breaks over 506. Watching ADHD. See if it pushes over, breaks this 188 high now. Although it's a little bit overextended now. Don't like it as much. Going to watch it a little bit closer. CRBP. See if it can break 9. I think I said that one. CNAT. See if it breaks that $0.50 at the 550s. See if it tests this 5.7 area. PSTI. See if it can push over, break that 191 point. VKTX. We'll see if VKTX can find some support here at the 250s and hold. Maybe test up here. BLFS. I want it to hold over 7. Maybe keep pushing. DWT, want to push up, break this pre-market high. This one, I just want this one to hold over 33.50, push back up, at least hold over this support here in the low 33s. We're going to be watching CREE, WPRT, see if this one pushes up, breaks that 377 mark. Just check out the daily. Want it to break that 409 mark. If it can break that 409 mark, it has lots of room, it looks like. Let me look at the 3-year chart. Yeah, if it can break over this, it has some room until 5. And so going to be watching WPRT over 406 or over $4 really for WPRT. FCEL, RGSE. Where am I at in Texas, Jake? I am at, I'm just north of Houston. Oh, I missed RGSE. Good call. I like RGSE. I'm going to keep this one on this screen. It's going to replace the other two. Good call, though. I like that one. QUERE. Yeah, I like this one too, Jake. It needs to pick up some volume. Actually, wait. Let me look at the volume. Yeah, the volume's not too bad. Not huge, but not bad. So I'll keep this one on my laptop. Watch this one. And then you said F-cell. Yeah, F-cell, it gave up most of that push. We'll see, though. It could pick up. Now I forgot which one I had on the top. Let me look. I think I had CRBP. Uh-oh. There it goes. There's a gap on QURE. Okay, hold on. Let me look at the daily. Yeah, we'll see if QURE can make it up to that 1050 area. All right, guys, we got 7 minutes left. Hopefully we can all have a good day in the market. So commissions, Troy, with SureTrader. I've used SureTrader before. Commissions are generally, it depends on, since they have ECN fees, it depends on how many shares you buy. But if I bought 500 shares, anywhere from 500 to 1,000 shares, my total round trip commission would be anywhere between like $14 and $16 per round trip. And so, you know, they say it's, they advertise it as $4.99, but the ECN fees make it higher. And so you're paying an extra $6 or $7 per round trip. So it's about about $14 to $16 per round trip if you use between 500 and 1,000 shares. If you use more than that, like if you're trading a really cheap stock or you just decide to use more shares, it's going to be more expensive. It's going to start getting up there around like $18 to $20 if you use a lot of shares. And so yeah, and that's why it's tough. Like SureTrader, here's the thing. Like I like SureTrader. I like the DOS Pro platform. DOS Pro is probably right up there with Thinkorswim for me in terms of, you know, how much I like the platform and the charting. But they just have so many fees. Like for the just to have DOS Pro, the platform, it's like 100. If you want level 2 included and time and sales, it's like almost $200 a month. It's like 160 or 170 a month. If you want level 2 time and sales and the whole DOS Pro platform, you know, it's almost $200 a month. And then the ECN fees are what get you. And so I love SureTrader, but just like any broker, it has its flaws, you know. Just like UStock. UStock definitely has its flaws as well, but I did enjoy trading on SureTrader. I loved the platform, the DOS platform. Right, that's what you should do. Round trip on TD Ameritrade, I think, is about $12 or $13 because they don't have ECN fees. They don't charge you for ECN fees or anything like that, and so it might be $14. I'm not sure. I think it's like $6.95. It's either $5.95 per trade or $6.95. And so per round trip, it's either like $12 or $14. I wouldn't Thinkorswim. All right, guys, we got 4 minutes till the market open. Good luck, everyone. Hopefully, we can all make some money. I'm going to try to stay a little bit more disciplined today. I think part of it is just wanting to get a trade on the stream for everybody, too. So I need to work on that. But going to be a little bit more disciplined. Let me see. LLNW, CRBP, VERI. Let's see, ADHD. RGSE. All right, so we got 3 minutes, guys. Oh, it's $6.95. Yeah, 14. Appreciate it, Graham. So Troy, once I build my account, I don't know, it's tough. I've heard really awesome things about interactive brokers. I've never used them myself. And so I'll probably, once I get my account up to over that, if I ever do, you know, I will probably mess around with a few different brokers, see which one I like the best, and then stick with that one. You know, I'll probably test out a few by depositing a small amount and just trading it that way, and, you know, and see what happens with that. Yeah, I'm watching ADHD, Sandra. It's up nicely, but what I really liked about it, it just dropped below it, but I really liked that it was holding this pre-market high as support, or this after hours high, but it just dropped under that, and so I don't like it as much. But this drop will give it that opportunity to possibly wash out, like for a washout long setup, and so it could drop down and then push up and break that 188 point, and so that's what I'm watching for it. But I did like the fact that it was holding support here where this high was right here, and so now that it dropped below that, it's not as appealing for me. Let's look at the SPY. Let's see what the SPY is doing today. All right, so the SPY is gapping down. A lot of times when the SPY gaps down, it ends up having a decent day and pushing up. But in penny stock land, none of this really matters. Let's see the SPX, the S&P. The S&P had a basically break-even day yesterday. It actually ended the day down a little bit on the S&P, so we'll see what that one does. All right, guys, 1 minute. Going to be watching all of these, see if RGSE holds the support here at the 250s. 20 seconds, guys. So good luck. Hope everyone kills it today. Make some money. All right. Looks like RGSC is washing out a little bit. ADHD is as well. Big drop on ADHD. Big drop on RGSC. Watching NNLW. Everything kind of falling down at the open today, guys. Watching CUI. And I can't trade it. Great. Alright, so I'm watching some of these setups to see if they reverse. Nothing's really pushing up like I want it to. Let's see. Everything's kind of falling down. Alright, so ADHD had a washout long setup. There it goes. Gonna get in with 40 shares if I do get in. Pretty washout long setup on ADHD. Gonna try to give it a second. Glad I didn't jump in this one. Big drop. We'll see if it holds support here at 165. That's the area I'm watching now. Watching RGSE to see if it holds over this 250 point. I'm going to check Robinhood to see if I have any day trades left. I did like CUI. Yeah, I tried to get in CUI. It just wasn't available on UStock. Let me see. No day trades. Well, I have one day trade on Robinhood. Alright, so far I haven't seen anything I liked. We got WPRT moving a little bit. But it doesn't have any volume, and so I don't like it as much. LLNW is moving as well, but the volume's really, really low. But WPRT is picking up a little bit, you can see. Just ran out of volume though. Let's see. MNKD. MNKD is kind of pushing up nicely. We'll see what this one does. LLNW washing out. ADHD kind of forming a range breakout. So I'm going to look at this one on the 5 minute. 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 MNKD pushing up over 4. And there goes ADHD. Gotta watch for that 188 break. Really big push. There it goes. Okay, so I'm in ADHD with 40 shares. Gonna see if we can test that $2 point. Up to 196, 198, up to 2. There we go. Up to 205. Up to 204. Try to give this one a little bit of time to work with me here. To $2, 199. Back up over to 205. Let's see if we can push up 206. Try to give it a little bit more time. Big pullback. We'll see if it can push back up. Try to give this one a little bit more time. MNKD's pushing up really nicely too, guys. It's over 4. Up to 205. Let's see, 207. There we go. 210, 213. $217. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and sell here for a $7.50 profit, $7.40. All right, so up about $7 on the day on ADHD. Had a nice little run. Looks like I sold it right around its top right here, so looks like it was a good sell. What else is moving, guys? NEOT. NEOT's on another run, fellas. Good call out, guys. Good call out up to 130. Looks like it's kind of reversing, filling some of this gap down here. So I'm watching NEOT. A little bit late. I'm going to wait for another pullback if I do decide to get in it. Nice, Jake. You and I had a very similar trade. I think I got in at 188. I'm not exactly sure. I might have gotten in a little bit earlier, maybe 191. Sold at 2. I think I sold at 214. So NEOT pushing up nicely. Watching WPRT here. Wow, big jump by NEOT. I just couldn't find an entry. I missed the first pullback. This is why it's one of my favorite strategies. That first red candle right here. You can see that. After it has this first red candle, everybody jumps in, starts pushing up. It's going to test the 150s area. Watching WPRT here. NEOT up to 142. See, I just missed my entry. And it definitely needs a pullback now. And so I'm going to be careful with it. I'm up on my first trade, so I'm going to be careful. Watching WPRT now. There it goes. It broke that. Let me see. Watching WPRT here, you can see it had this breakout after this consolidation here. Gonna watch it. Watching NEOT. NEOT's moving so fast it may get halted though. So you gotta be careful with it. But let's see if it pushes up, test this 150 area for NEOT. It's a big pullback though. So I'm gonna be careful with it. Watching MNKD here as well. See if it can break over this 413 point. Nice job, Andre. WPRT up to 385. Let me look at the daily. Yeah, I'm watching WPRT over $4.09. So I'm going to wait for this one. Watching MNKD here, see if it can break over that previous high at 412. WPRT up to 387. Yeah, I'm staying safe here with WPRT. That's the original reason I didn't like it, was it's just moving too slow. The volume's not where I want. I'm watching MNKD to see if volume picks up when it breaks this high right here at 412. There it goes. Yeah, we'll see what NEOT does. It's at 136 now. I just don't like how big this pullback was, you know, and so it's a little bit more sketchy to me, but we'll see. Might jump in. Oh, missed MNKD. Yeah, there goes the big drop on WPRT. There it goes. Yeah. Yeah, see, I didn't like NEOT right here, this big pullback. You can see this one was just a small first pullback, you know, and I love that strategy, getting in on the first red candle. This one was a big red candle, and then it was followed by another one, and so that broke the pattern, and everybody sees it, the pattern break, and so they bail out of it. We'll see if it can hold over here, this 127 point. That's what I'm watching now. MNKD breaking down. Glad I didn't jump in it. See, I wanted it to hold over this line right here where this previous high was. That's why I drew it there, and it didn't. It dropped under it, so I'm not watching it now. BLFS for a possible reversal. IMMY. Check out IMMY. You can see this big push right here, this flag. Let's see if UStock has it. Yep. So watching IMMY, see what it does here. Gonna look at ADHD from the 5-minute chart now. See if it can flag here on the 5-minute, breaking over 2. We'll see. WPRT still trying. Volume picked up some. Still low volume relative though. TWNK starting to push up around that previous high. We'll see if the volume picks up any. ADHD over 2. There it goes. We'll see if it can push up, break that previous high. TWNK broke that high of yesterday. I want the volume to pick up before I mess with it. Watching ADHD now, see if it holds over 2. Yeah, I'm watching that as well, Andre. Yeah, I missed IMMY too. Big run up. The problem with IMMY is it just didn't give you much time for an entry. There's no pullbacks on the 1 minute. The only entry was right here, and it didn't go much higher. But a big runner for sure. Gonna watch it to see if it breaks this 250 area. Watching ADHD now as well on the 5-minute. See if it holds over 2, starts curling back up. I'm up a small amount on the day, and so I'm not gonna force anything. ADHD couldn't hold over 2, got rejected back down to 93 now. Wow, Very making another run, VERI. I made some money on this one today. But wow, another big push. Watching IMMY now, guys. Up to 243. Big push. Up to 243. We'll see what it does here. 244. Definitely a crazy stock though. Really big moves. On this one red candle, it dropped all the way down about 20 cents. About 20 cents on this one red candle. And so, be careful. Up to 250. 256. Here it goes. 260. This thing's going to get halted. I'm being careful with this one. I want to see it hold support over this. Yeah, see, I want to see it hold support over this right here. If it can hold support over this, then I like it, or at least over the 250s. But if it can't, I'm not going to get in it. Now it's kind of a double top as well. Check out TYME, guys. It's making a run too. Still watching IMMY. Definitely has a lot of volume. And it had a big run, but I want to see it hold over this 250 point before I consider it. There it goes. Gotta stay careful with IMMY, not gonna force it, waiting for it to hold over this previous resistance it's had here at the high 250s. VKTX trying to make a comeback here. It's got a lot of resistance here. This looks like a good opening, good range breakout right here. Yeah. Watching IMMY, VKTX. Also watching TYME to see if it pushes over this previous high. I want IMMY to break over this $0.5 and hold as support before I jump in. It's finding a lot of resistance at the high 250s, and so I'm going to be careful with it. Watching VKTX to see if it's a 5-minute range breakout. Yep, see? That's always why it's important to wait for it to hold as support over this line. ADHD couldn't hold over 2. See if it holds this previous high right here as support. Watching TYME here and IMMY. There it goes. Looks like it's going to make a big push to jump to 3. Waiting for it to hold as support on IMMY. Being careful with it. Also watching TYME. There we go. 268. It's trying. Definitely trying here. Staying patient, watching IMMY. TYME just broke over that previous high like I was looking for. See if I can find it here. No, they don't have TYME on UStock. Man, it's a bummer. Alright, so this might be the candle that's going to hold that $0.50 as support. We'll see if it can hold over this. It bounced right off of 250, so I'm watching IMMY now for sure to see if it pushes back up. I like it a lot more if it can hold over that 250 point, find some support there before getting in. Hey, good job, Jake. Hey, it's a nice trade, bro. Good job, man. Now's when I'm really watching IMMY, since it held this $0.50 as support, which is what I wanted. We'll see if it can make this big push back up. See if the volume picks back up some. RGSE reversal. Yeah, we'll see if it can hold over that 250 area. Watching IMMY here, see if it can make this big crawl back up. Yeah, Andre, like I think Graham was talking about it in the chat. Whenever you see a big order on the level 2, it can mean one of two things. It can mean somebody wants to scare you out of going long so they can buy it cheaper and go long themselves, or somebody trying to short the stock and trying to scare people into selling to make the stock drop. And so a big number on the level 2 can mean a few different things. It could either be somebody trying, the stock can still go up. A lot of times it's not a real order, and so it's just usually somebody trying to scare the newbies out of the trade. Still, I'm not an investment professional. I'm just stating my opinion. You got to make your own assessment of the market, but that's what I think about the level 2. Just because it's easy to scare people out, with placing a big order. SPPI rebounding. Here goes IMMY pushing back up. If I get in this one, it's going to be a super small share size just because this thing is moving in big candles, 30-cent candles, and so I'm going to be really careful with it. If I get in it, I might not. No, 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 no. I hit enter. I didn't want to place an order there. Check out LFVN, guys. It's up to 621. Volume picking up some. Not a ton of volume, though. Very low volume, but it's flagging nevertheless. I'm also watching SPPI. It's kind of moving some. See if this one can push back up. You can see VKTX is forming this range right here, and so I'm looking for a possible range breakout if it can break over 270, or you know, if you can short, I can't short, but if you can short, maybe a good short would be under this 250 level. You can see this range forming right here. NEOT still? Let's see, NEOT. This one's not moving as fast as I want it to. Yeah, NEOT gave a lot of it back. JNUG dropping. Not a ton moving now. Let's see if I could find anything else. LABD a little bit. Not moving that quickly. BLFS is kind of making a push back up. LABD kind of moving to BLFS. You can see BLFS right here on the 5-minute, so kind of slowly grinding back up here. See if it can break this $7 area. See if volume starts to pick up on BLFS. Okay, so I can trade this one on UStock. Gonna watch this one for sure now. BLFS, so it's slowly grinding back up. 5-minute washout long. See if it can push up, break this pre-market high at 715, break over 7. Watching BLFS, guys. BIOA, Dave. I'm going to put IMMY on the back burner. So y'all know today is the anniversary of Black Monday, the 1987 stock market crash. It happened October 19th, 1987. Today's the anniversary, so hopefully we don't get another one today, you know. All right, so LABD pushing up over the previous high. Watching that one. ADHD. All right, so LABD's up to that previous high. Let's look at the daily chart. Yeah, it's got some room until 5 for LABD. I mean, it's at 185 now, so not a ton of room, but does have some room until 5. ADHD here, washing out. Still watching VKTX for this range breakout right here. Gonna watch it until it breaks either on the upside or the downside. CASI kind of slowly pushing up. We'll see if the volume increases on this one. Alright, so BLFS is at that $7 previous high. Gonna watch this one for sure. Up to 705. Watching it over 715. Up to 709. 710. Looks like it might test that previous high right there, guys. Watching it at 715, guys. Up to 715. Waiting for it to break over it cleanly. There it goes. Oh no. It's limited liquidity. I'm canceling my order. Okay, it got rejected. Wow. See, that's what's sketchy about UStock. This is what's sketchy. You know, it's not that I get it's a peer-to-peer broker, but the fact that as soon as a stock picks up in volume, as soon as a stock starts moving, they label it limited liquidity, which is frustrating. This is the first time I've seen a stock like this today, but it's definitely frustrating when I was trying to get in at this pre-market high break and it labeled it, you know, right after I put my order in, it was labeled limited liquidity, and you can see they rejected my order and it's expired. And I was trying to get in at 715, but not going to mess with it now. Limited liquidity on UStock. Maybe it's saving me from taking a losing trade. I don't know, but it's up to 720 now. Doesn't look like it. 725. Yeah, that's what's frustrating. You can see it was a beautiful washout long setup. My plan was to get in right when it broke this pre-market high. Okay, now it's out of it, but I missed my entry completely, which is ridiculous. I'm not going to mess with it now. I missed my entry. Absolutely ridiculous. Black Monday. I forgot about that, man. That's your name, dude. How crazy is that? Well, Black Monday, today's your anniversary, bro. BLFS up to 724, 727. Man, see, I tried to get in at 715. I would have been up by now, but UStock had other plans. Oh well, it was a good trade idea, and I know whenever I get on a different broker, I can spot these profitable patterns. You see, just to go over what I was looking for with BLFS, it was a washout long setup. It washed out, and then my plan was to get in when it broke this previous high after breaking this pre-market high, and it did that really nicely, pushed up clean over it on the 5-minute. Tried to get in at about 717, would be up 15 cents by now, but UStock had other plans up to 735. Just not what I wanted, man. Absolutely ridiculous. It's going to test 750 now, and I completely missed my order. Yeah, Jake. You see, I'm glad y'all made some money on my call out, you know, but it's just frustrating. I tried to get in at 717. It's up to 745 now. Gonna test 750 almost for sure. And so yeah, it's just crazy how it happened. Like I clicked buy, and as soon as I clicked buy, it labeled it limited liquidity, rejected my order, and that's it. Would have been a huge gain on my part now, but Oh well. Missed my entry. Not going to chase. I'm up on the day. I can't complain. I'm up about 750 on the day, so I can't complain too much about it, but it's definitely frustrating. We'll see if it bounces back down here and uses that previous high as support. That'll give me an entry if it does to get in when it breaks that 750 point, but I'm going to be a little bit more careful with it now. It's just frustrating that my trade idea was correct. My plan was correct. My entry was great. It would have been great, and completely missed it. Would have been up 35 cents on that trade. But, oh well. Probably be up. I was going to buy 10 shares, so I would be up $10 on that. Or I was going to buy 25 shares, so I would have been up about $10 on that trade. Maybe a little bit less. I'm not sure. But it would have been a winning trade. Yeah, Troy, I wasn't saying making money on my call out. I was just saying I brought attention to it, that it was moving up, you know. I'm not saying I'm with you there. I'm against people just following each other's trades, but I do watch to see what everyone else is watching. And so I think that it's a good thing to call out what stocks are moving, but you have to make your own assessment of that trade. You can't just copy people's trades, you know. Let's see if it gives me another entry here over 750. Yeah, and all I was really saying was that I brought the attention to it in the chat. If you were watching it before, you know, that's good too. This was on my watch list from last night as well. And so, or from this morning. And so, good job, y'all. Anybody that made money. I'm not trying to take credit for y'all making money on it. I'm just saying. Yeah, and Troy, you actually did a different trade. Like, my plan was to get in when it broke that pre-market high. And so your trade was getting in at 7, riding it into that pre-market high. So we had two different trade plans, really. We'll see if it bounces over that pre-market high. If it holds that as support, I like it a little bit more. It may give me an entry, but gotta wait and be patient. Missed my first entry, obviously, which was frustrating, but not gonna chase it now. Gonna see if it uses this as support on the 5-minute and then possibly breaks over it. Gonna watch it. Check out MEIP, guys. MEIP, big volume spike, big push up from about 255 to 277. So check that out. It's dropping down now, so I don't like it as much. Yeah, big drop. Could be just a pump real quick for people to unload shares. Who knows? If you like the more expensive ones, EVHC is pushing up nicely. DELT, guys, is picking up some volume. So check out DELT. I caught this one a little bit early, it looks like, so we'll see what this one does. BLFS is starting to come back. Watching for a 5-minute pullback. Let's look at the 1-minute on BLFS. Yeah, not as pretty, but it's still a flag pattern. Gonna look at the 5-minute again. I like the 5-minute. Let's see the 2-minute. Yeah, possible flag pattern on the 2-minute chart as well. Watching DELT. May have caught it early. We'll see if the volume continues. Yeah, Dave, I'll take the credit, you know. But no, the market's selling off, Dallas. I didn't even see. Let me see the SPY. Maybe it's the anniversary of Black Monday. You can blame Black Monday in the chat, so everyone yell at him. Yeah, SPY selling off. S&P selling off too, so maybe a little rebound here. Gonna watch it, but be careful, guys. Don't force anything. QURE. Yeah, QURE's pushing up nicely. Good call out. Holding over 13. Gonna watch QURE here. Up to 1347. So a really big push. Yeah, see, this is one of my favorite patterns as well. If it holds, it pushes over the whole dollar, holds it as support, and then makes that flag pattern. It's one of my favorites. We'll see what it does, though. I'm a little late for it. The best entry would have been right here at about 1328. So we'll see if it holds support over that 1328 point now to make another push over this 1350 mark. There it goes, 1358. Missed my entry on it, but good call out. Yeah, Dave Brown, blood in the streets, huh? I think it was Rockefeller that said the key to success in investing is to buy whenever blood is running in the streets. Good quote. Great quote. Means buy low, sell high, guys. But awesome quote by Rockefeller. Don't necessarily like Rockefeller, but that was a cool quote. Up to 1370. Good call out on QURE. I'm a little bit late. Not going to chase big swings in it. Went from 1370 to 1320 in about half a second, so gonna be careful with it. Pushing up to 1366. Really nice push on this one. You can see, guys, why this is one of my favorite strategies. I always want to see it hold support over that previous resistance line. So in this case, it broke over this $13 point, dipped back down, held it as support firm at this $13 point, and then you could see it made this really big push. And so that's one of my favorites. Was a little bit late for it, but it was a good call out nonetheless. Who called this one out? Tierra. Good call out, Tierra. Yeah, there's also another similar quote, Dave, by, I think it's by Warren Buffett, and he said, I think he said the key to success in investing is to be greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy. I love that quote as well. So to be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. Warren Buffett. Watching CREE here, guys. Made a little bit of money on this one today. It's pushing up over that $34 point. Big swings, but a nice push nevertheless. Buy high, sell low, Dallas. CREE getting rejected hard at this $34 point. Still watching VKTX to see about this range breakout. I don't know if it will ever happen, but I'm watching it nevertheless. It has a little bit of resistance here at the 288 point, and so not a ton of room, but gonna watch it for a range breakout nevertheless, just because it's forming this very obvious range right here. And so gonna watch it. Still watching BLFS to see if it pushes and tries to test that 753 previous high. Watching QURE to see if it gives you an entry of the $13.50 break. And guys, if you're now joining our stream, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see me trade my small account live every morning. Also, make sure you like this stream. It really does a lot to help support us, so we really appreciate it. QURE is pushing up, breaking that previous high after holding that 1350 area as support. See if it makes another big push. I'm chasing it now if I get in, so I'm not hopping in. I'm up a small amount on the day. Gonna be patient, wait for a good setup to come to me that I catch right on time. Trying to compensate a little bit for my over trading, revenge trading yesterday. If you were here in the stream yesterday, I was able to bounce back with a few trades on the more expensive stocks, but I'm not proud of it. I actually think it was a bad move on my part, getting back in anything. I should have just walked away from the computer, but it was a green day nevertheless. Not proud of it though. Very bad example, so revenge trading's bad, guys. Don't do it. QURE pushing up to that 1372 area. Right, Dave. I've heard that one too. Buy the rumor, sell the news. That's a really accurate one too. 1372 QURE. Up to 1380. It's most likely going to test 14. May not break it, but it will probably test it. CREE, guys, breaking over that $34 area up to 34.11. Watching it closely. Also watching BLFS here to see if it breaks that 753 area. Also paying attention to IMMI. If you like the more expensive one, CREE looks to be holding support over this $34 area. But IMMY is still holding after this big push for the most part. Let me see. Yeah, it's holding these gains at 220, guys. You can see this right here. So it's holding that. We'll see what this one does on IMMY. Not going to chase it though. Let me see. We'll see if VRS can pick up some volume right here. It's right around that high of the day, but no volume, so I'm not going to do anything with it until it picks up some volume, because with momentum trading, you need volume. BLFS testing that pre-market high at 715. Let's see if it bounces off of it again. VERI, huge swings on this one, $4 swings, so very sketchy. Not going to mess with that one. CHGG's right in this gap right here. Doesn't have that much room left. Probably not going to mess with it. VRS is breaking over that previous high. Just got rejected back down though, so we'll see what this one does. Watching QURE as well. Still watching this range breakout on VKTX. Seeing if BLFS can hold that previous pre-market high at 715 as support. Gonna watch it closely. IMMY. Looks like it's starting to rebound some. Waiting for it to break this range right here. Watching it closely. RGSE. It's making a try back, guys. RGSE. Let's see, its high of the day was, of the open, was at 265 here. Its after hours pre-market high was 283. So going to watch this 283 point to see about a red to green move. See if QURE holds support here at the 1350s and makes this other big push. Here it goes. Here's QURE's big push. I'm going to put VKTX on another screen to wait. Let's see, we got DEPO, making a little push. Volumes a little bit higher than normal. Sitting right at that 550 point now. So watching that one. CREE still making that run. Up to 34.29. Watching this 34.50 area. See what it can do there. Check out AKAO, guys. Making a little bit of a run here, breaking over 14 cleanly. Needs a little bit more volume. Not a ton of volume, but a nice flag pattern on the 5-minute chart regardless. NPTN kind of flagging a little bit on the 1 minute. Big run here with some volume, it looks like. Yeah, it has decent volume on NPTN. Whoa. Watching RGSE here for a red to green move. Yep, BLFS couldn't hold that pre-market high. You can see when it finally broke, it broke big. It broke down to under $7. Let's see if it holds 7 as support now. That's what I'm watching for that one. But yeah, Dave, I heard UStock was created by a guy that wanted to give college students access to the market in a cheap and easy way. He said the biggest problem that, scares people away from investing is the high commission rates and, being difficult and hard to use, so where they don't understand it. And so I heard the guy created UStock in order to give college students and students in general an easy access to the stock market with cheap commissions. But that could just be them promoting it that way, but that's what I heard. Good morning, Levi. QURE. Yeah, there it goes. 14.18. Missed the push. IMMY starting to kind of curl back here. Up to 237. Gonna watch this one over the 250 area. QURE up to 1435. Big push. Up to 1450. Wow, making big pushes, guys. QURE, volume picking up too. Good call out, Black Monday. Big drop, see if it can hold. I'd rather, it needs a pullback now. We'll see if it can make it over this 1450 point and then pull back and hold that 1450 area as support. That's really what I'm watching with this one now, because the only reason I'm not in it is because I don't have an entry. I could have gotten in here when it broke this previous high and it would have been a great entry, but I missed it. I didn't have it up on my screen. AKAO pushing up as well at 1425 now. QURE pushing over that 1450s area up to 1464, 1468. Yeah, I need a pullback for an entry on this one. And one thing I'm starting to notice, I don't trust IMMY as much, because one thing I notice is that when a stock goes up like this and has a really big pullback like this, its chances of pushing back up and breaking that high is a lot less. But if you look at QURE's chart, it never had a huge pullback like that. It made gains, it held them, made other gains, held them, never had a huge pullback. And so that means the chart's a lot more reliable on QURE. IMMY had this really big pullback, and it's going to struggle to get back up here to that previous high of the day. And so it could trap a lot of longs in here getting in. I can't say for certain it's not, but I like this chart a lot better. If you've seen my video on, how to predict a reliable stock and setup, one of my favorite things is when a stock has this type of chart where it has these clean pushes, holds them as support really nicely, another clean push, another big hold, okay? And so that's why I like this chart a lot more. Up to 1506 now, so a big push. It needs a pullback here, so going to be careful with it. Yeah, good job, Black Monday. I mean, you caused the 1987 stock market crash, but a good call out on QURE, you know. Just the kids in India, Dave. That's awesome. So if he did it, that's great if he wanted to give the kids in India access to the market. And guys, if you're now just now tuning in, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see me trade my small account live every morning. I got in one trade this morning on ADHD, made a little bit of money on it, being careful, not over trading the rest of the day. But make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you click the bell next to it, it will alert you every time I go live. Also, if you want to support us, make sure you like this stream video. It definitely does a lot, and they put it in front of more people the more likes you get. So definitely do your most to support us, guys. We appreciate it. And we'll see if QURE can hold over $15. Definitely needs a pullback here. And so I'd be chasing it if I got in. There it goes. Wow. QURE, man, huge run. Black Monday. Huge run on QURE. Up to 15.20. Now we'll see if it drops back down and holds that $15 area as support. I like this chart though. Pushed up, held it as support cleanly at this 1250 area, really cleanly. Made another push, held it as support at this 1350 area, really cleanly as well. And then made this other big push. So we'll see if it can hold support at this $15 area now. But since it's a much bigger push than previously on this chart, the pullback is most likely going to be a little bit larger. And so we'll see though. It could just bounce off of 15 again and make another run. But it's a little extended for me now, so I don't trust it as much, but we'll see. VKTX starting to test that range breakout area. Not a ton of volume though. Watching CREE, a little bit more expensive of a stock. It dropped down to exactly that $34 point. We'll see if it can hold it as support now. Yeah, and this is just the third flag on QURE, and so I don't like it as much. You could probably see it a little bit clearer on the 5-minute chart. Well, on the 5-minute chart, it's only one flag, so we'll see, but it definitely needs a pullback here. Nice job, Troy. Awesome job, man. Finally getting up to over 25K, huh? Great job, dude. That's a big achievement, man. Be proud of that, dude. One day I'll get there, hopefully. All right, QURE bouncing over 15, making another push. We'll see. That high is at 1539, so watching that. Up to 1536, 1539. Its high is 1542 now, 1546. Looked like a good entry. I just can't get myself to take it just because it's overextended already. It had its little full pullback on the 1-minute chart up to 1571. QURE definitely has some volume up to 1575, 1587. Big push. Gonna test $16 now. Up to 1593. That should have been my trade. I should have hopped in it. I think after yesterday, after forcing so many trades, I'm a little bit hesitant to get in anything now, especially being up on the day. I don't want to give back any profits, so volume's definitely better than yesterday though in the market. Here's a pullback. We'll see if it holds this 1550 level. This one candle's going back and forth between 1550 and 1570. There's not a bad spread on this stock either for how much it's moving. So I wonder what the float's like on this stock. Big drop. Spread just got a little bit bigger. Now it's a 20-cent spread. Maybe I jinxed it a little bit. Black Monday, if it hits 17, I'm going to wish you happy birthday, bro. We'll see if it does, though. We'll see if it hits that. You know. Uh-oh, my stream quality's low. What's the stream look like, guys? I noticed it kicked a bunch of people out of the stream just now. What's the quality like? The quality good? Let me know. It just kicked a bunch of people out the stream, so. IMMY. It's fuzzy. Yeah, it might be time to shut the stream down. I'm getting a red dot on the stream, so might be time to shut it down. My Thinkorswim, if you could see it, it's lagging a little bit as well, my Thinkorswim, so I'm not going to get in anything right now just because the stream quality is lagging for sure. But yeah, guys, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you want to watch these videos every morning. I go over what's moving in pre-market every morning starting at 8:45 and then trade my small account live at the open. So hit that subscribe button, guys, and thanks for watching this video. Good luck for the rest of the day. I'll let y'all know if I get in anything else as always. And like I said, good luck, guys. Thanks for watching.